Hello, mabuhay, magandang gabi. Welcome to Learning with Albay. Kumusta po kayo? Hi, Bruce.
Hello.
There's Bruce with me. Yeah, and who's with me?
Doesn't look like it. Kumusta? Where is everybody?
Where is everybody? That's the question. Hello, everybody. Anyway, let's
Glad to
proceed.
see everybody took the time to join.
This is live, and if you've been coming here to me in this channel regularly, please mark your calendar every Friday night. Eastern time, yes, please. And if you are in the Philippines, you are in Asia, it's morning time, your time. And if you are in Australia, yes, maybe it's morning time out there. Please join me regularly. But anyway, and if you are new in this channel, thank you so much. You're most welcome, new viewers, new people who just discovered me. I will introduce myself later. And yes, this is about Philippine language. And this is in time for Buwán Ng Wika, which means Philippine Language Month. Okay, I have no light. Never mind. It's okay. No lighting on top.
It actually looks good on camera.
Yeah, I think a little bit of shadow is nice. It's a little bit dramatic, but okay. And let me do my job right now. And to start with this presentation, and this is quite different because of Buwán Ng Wika. Okay, so objectives or problem statement. Well, objectives this time is what's in front of me. First, to help non-Filipinos understand the spirit behind the poem attributed to Dr. Jose Rizal, Sa Aking Mga Kababata. Second item, to express the 19th century literature in today's spoken language. Yeah. Okay, next, another objective, to help non-Filipinos increase their Tagalog vocabulary. And before we proceed, let's do this thing. Well, I'm back, and yes, and let me introduce myself. I'm Albay Bodo. Yes, I'm broadcasting from Ohio, USA. I've been teaching Tagalog since 2019. I've been teaching Tagalog online since 2019, and in Tagalog, sa awa ng Diyos, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pagtuturo ko ng Tagalog. And I acknowledge my premium students. There are a few of them, and we are enjoying our one-on-one coaching. And if you are interested to accelerate your Tagalog, yes, contact us. There are links down there and some information about me and how you contact me. Send me a message or subscribe to my email list. Okay. Yes, and please consider subscribing if you are not subscribed yet. If you've been a repeat viewer of mine, my statistic shows that there are more non-subscribed people who are watching my video. What happened to you, dearest subscribers? I already have 300 or 445 subscribers. Why my number of views are also very, very few, only 30, sometimes 25. Pity me. Okay, please support, please show me that you appreciate what we are doing here. This is not easy, really. This is not easy. I'm thinking about people who need my contents, who want to learn Tagalog, who want to get fluent in Tagalog. I'm thinking about you, and please support what I'm doing here. Okay, join me, watch all my videos, share this channel, my videos to your friends, family. Okay. And of course, our item for today, our topic for today, we will talk about this specific piece, literature or poem, yes, entitled Sa Aking Mga Kababata. sa aking mga kababata. Some references say just kabata. So if you would like to say kabata, you pronounce it like kabata. But if you would like to say kababata, yes, kababata. So kababata, from the root word bata, bata means child. So if you want to ask me, Bruce, what's the meaning of kabata first? Kabata means you and me. It must be at least two people, not just one. But this refers to our relationship. So two people, like for example, you and me, we grow up together. We are childhood friends. I call you my kabata. Kabata. If we grow up, if we play in a same backyard together. Kabata. Did you get that? You listen to me? Okay. And then if it's a repeated ba first syllable, kababata, it means many of us, kababata, multiple, more than, not just one, many of us, group of people, kababata. Right? Kabata is the relationship between me and you. One and one relationship. Okay. Then kababata is my relationship with other people who, these people I grew up with together. Okay, good. And yes, and my study, or I refer to an article published by Inquirer. So this is more reliable because Inquirer is a publication in the Philippines. It's big, so it's reliable thing that people, the article they wrote over there, not just any kind of website. Okay, and so I think that was in 2011, somebody by the name Ambeth Ocampo, he has this title or he questioned like, did young Rizal really write the poem for the children? Did young Rizal really write poem for the children? That was his question, and he had his some kind of of course it's an article. So he articulated his thoughts and his research about that. So no one, according to that article, there's no proof like when Rizal was growing up, because we were taught, like me, I was one of them. We were taught at school that Rizal wrote this poem when he was 8 years old. This poem. So we were taught that Rizal wrote this poem when he was 8 years old. So that is addressed to his fellow childhood friends, right? But after, according to research, some people research that they doubt whether Rizal wrote this, because there was no it was like posthumous kind of attribute to Rizal, and there was no proof that Rizal wrote this thing during his early years, because the first published valid proof that he wrote was about when he was grown up, about maybe 18 years old or what. Right, I don't have much idea, but I just refer you back to this article by Ambeth Ocampo, and it was written in August 22, 2011, just in time also for Buwán Ng Wika back then, because yes, apparently people or our academic institution fed us some uncertain knowledge. Okay. It was not taught only these days when I found
It's kind of like with us in our mythology, George Washington chopping down a cherry tree when he was 8 years old.
Okay.
And his father says, "Did you chop down this tree?" And George Washington said, "I cannot tell a lie. Yes, I did." Well, it never happened, but
Okay. Who can tell?
yeah,
When
who
you
can
were
tell?
when you were alive back then, yes. Okay. But anyway, so really a little bit of mystery in this regard. But if you would really ask, and who, of course, that guy Ambeth Ocampo, he mentioned two names that most likely in this poem was attributed by any of these people. Something like passed on from one person to another until Rizal kept it or something. Okay, but anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. We'll just focus on the content this time. And of course, interesting, and the most interesting part is this piece of literature was translated by a Filipino by the name Nick Joaquin, and it's more reliable English translation. Okay, and let's proceed. And yes, in English, Nick Joaquin entitled this as To My Childhood Companions. So that's what he means by kababata or kabata. Of course, companions would refer to kababata more than one. But if just one, so kabata. Okay. Yay, and let's start that. There are two people watching. It could be you and me, Bruce. Or maybe there's another one.
Hello, second one.
Yes, hello, viewer number 2. Viewer number 1 is Bruce. And who is viewer number 2? Please greet us. Okay. We want to acknowledge you. And thank you so much. Okay, let's study what was written. It's just like Bible. It was written this way. Kapag ka, okay, repeat after me. And like I wrote, the intention of this content is for Tomasz. Tomasz, our friend in Hungary, he is going to recite this poem tomorrow because there will be a big event for us tomorrow as a group. Please join us tomorrow live if you are in US East Coast, 10 o'clock in the morning. If you are in the Philippines, of course, that's 10 o'clock in the night. Okay, Bruce. Please watch us while you are at work tomorrow. Okay, you will tell me if live is okay. Live video is okay. Okay, sige. Okay, repeat after me. Let's start it. Kapag ka ang bayay sadyang umiibig. Hi Tomasz, if you are watching, please, how we want to pronounce it, follow after me. Again, kapag ka ang bayay sadyang umiibig, sa kanyang salitay kaloob ng langit, sanlang kayamanan, nasa ring masapit, katulad ng ibong nasa himpapawid. Okay, and we have the English translation already. And I don't need to break it phrase by phrase. Or maybe pick some word.
The people truly love the language given to them from above, the freedom that they will never try to regain, as birds yearn for the sky.
Yeah, that was what it means in English. And so, of course, like for example, let me bring your attention to sanla. Sanla means pawn, P-A-W-N, Bruce. Sanla. Kalayaan is for freedom. So the freedom that was pawned. Okay, that's what it means by that. Okay, let's.
Isn't that on the flags, the KKK flags, or on banners, the Kalayaan?
I'm not ready for that. I don't want to make mistake. I'm not ready for that. Andres Bonifacio. I will give that content later in time for Andres Bonifacio.
I saw that in the big Bonifacio monument.
Yeah, so I don't remember what else. I don't want to make mistakes.
Yeah, it was on the banner. Yeah.
There's this, if you remember the word kalayaan, it means freedom. Okay. I'm not sure if kalayaan is one of those in KKK. Maybe not Katalastas.
No, I don't think
Katarungan. Something with Katarungan.
Yeah, it was on the banner.
Katarungan means justice. Kalayaan is freedom. Okay. Next. Okay, now I like to rewrite this in today's language. Well, this is as far as I'm concerned, the way I understand the lines. Okay, so this is most likely the way we say these lines these days. Okay, kapag ang bayan ay tunay na nagmamahal sa katutubong wika. Katutubong wika means mother tongue or native language. Okay. Ang kalayaang nakasanla ay gugustuhing palayain, gaya ng ibong nasa himpapawid. Yes, that's how I understand that line. Kalayaang nakasanla and gugustuhin, you would want palayain to let go, to free. Yeah, let go or free. The bird. Bird is what was into the sky. Okay. Let's move on. Next. And then, okay, follow after me. Pagkat ang salita'y isang kahatulan. Kahatulan. Let's do it again. Pagkat ang salita'y isang kahatulan. Sa bayan, sa nayot, mga kaharian. At ang isang tao'y katulad, kabagay, ng alinmang likha noong kalayaan. Okay. Again, repeat after me. Pagkat ang salita'y isang kahatulan, sa bayan, sa nayon, mga kaharian, at ang isang tao'y katulad, kabagay, ng alinmang likha noong kalayaan. Okay, so I leave it to you. Bruce, will you like to read English translation?
For language is a mandate sent to each people, country, and government, and every man is, like all free creation, born to liberty.
Maybe you would like to speak louder. Okay, later, next slide. Okay, now. Okay, now. So let's do kahatulan means kahatulan. What is the meaning of kahatulan in English? Judgment. Kahatulan is judgment. Kaharian means kingdom. Kingdom. Sorry. Katulad is synonymous to kabagay, so there's such kind of redundancy. Well, let's see. Katulad in literally means seems or just like. Katulad, alike. Katulad. Kabagay is something like in alignment with. So just like in alignment with other alinmang, anything that was created in those days when freedom, I think the way I wrote is that any other kind of things that was created out of freedom or out of free will or something. Let's proceed to how I understand the line in our natural language these days. So this is how I like to interpret that. Dahil ang wika ang nakapagsasabi kung ano ang bayan, ang nayon at mga kaharian. At ang isang tao ay gaya ng anumang mga bagay na buong layang dumating. Yes, that last line that I had difficulty presenting. This time I would like to say buong layang dumating. It means this stuff and everything that's in front of us just came here out of freedom on its free intentions or free will or something, right? That's what it means by this last line. Okay, and then also in this passage or what stanza, it means just because the language can tell who or what kind of town, what kind of barangay, village, and what kind of kingdom you are, according to what language you have. That's what he said by that. And also, as a person, you as a human being, you are like any other being that came here or somewhere freely. You came here freely. Something like that is what it means by that. Yay. Okay, next. Okay, repeat after me. Ang hindi magmahal sa kanyang salita, mahigit sa hayop at malansang isda. Kaya ang marapat pagyamaning kusa, na tulad sa inang tunay na nagpala. Okay. So, again, repeat after me. Ang hindi magmahal sa kanyang salita, mahigit sa hayop at malansang isda. Kaya ang marapat pagyamaning kusa, na tulad sa inang tunay na nagpala. In English, would you like to say it, Bruce? Please speak louder.
Who does not love his own tongue is far worse than a brute or a stinking fish. For we should foster and make great unto the mother blessed by fate.
Okay, you get that? Yeah, okay. Do you appreciate that? Okay, you get the feeling. Okay, next. And so the way I want to say it is the way this is this one. Okay, repeat after me or follow me. Ang mga hindi nagmamahal sa katutubong wika ay masigit pa sa hayop at parang malansang isda. Okay. So, if you do to those who don't love or who don't want to patronage your native their native language, you are like an animal, and also like you smells like fish. Okay, that's what he means by that. Kaya dapat ay kusang pagyamanin gaya ng mga nauna sa atin, sila ang pinagpala. So that's why, and so the writer said, oh, we should be able to, or we should strive to enrich this language, just like those people who came before us. They are more blessed, or they are blessed. Okay, that's what it means by that. That's how I understood the stanza. Okay, next. Okay, repeat after me. Ang wikang Tagalog, tulad din sa Latin, sa Ingles, Kastila, at salitang anghel, sapagkat ang poong maalam, tumingin, ang siyang naggawad, nagbigay sa atin. Again, ang wikang Tagalog, tulad din sa Latin, sa Ingles, Kastila, at salitang anghel, sapagkat ang poong maalam, tumingin, ang siyang naggawad, nagbigay sa atin. Bruce, it's your turn.
Like Latin, English, Spanish, or the speech of the angels is Tagalog. For God, a wise provider, it was who made us and handed it to us.
That's how really one.
On bended knee, he handed it to us.
Okay. Okay. Of course, that's poetry. It should be expressed. No, what exaggerately. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next, thank you, Bruce. Palakpakan kay Bruce. Okay, next. Yes, and who's with us? Please comment down below. So that I don't feel.
Everybody disappeared. Now we're back to one.
Yeah, there was one. There were three, and then there were down to two. No, it's just one. People don't want poem. Is that it? Okay, because we care for the Philippines and the language anyway. And yes, I encourage you to. That's why to all my students in Tagalog, I encourage you to learn Tagalog, and I encourage you to read literature like this. And this is how you would increase your vocabulary. You will find words here that are not anymore spoken, but it will be nice for us to use these words again. Okay.
It's being spoken. You just spake them.
Huh? Speak.
It's being spoken. You just said them.
Yeah, that's why.
You speak it them.
Just speak them. Use them. The way to proliferate the language is to use it, to speak it. If you won't speak it, it will disappear.
Yeah.
Right, that's why. And that's, I really just wonder, people, oh, I want to learn Tagalog, I want to learn Tagalog. People are crying about that. Why Tagalog was so difficult? Why I'm here, I'm helping you learn Tagalog, then where are you? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Right? That's the question. It's so ironic when people are saying, Tagalog is hard. Tagalog is hard. Then I'm here for you. I'm trying to help you.
It's easier in Spanish.
Yeah, I think so. Really, this is just easy. I think this is easy, and the key here really is culture. You
It's a
have,
lot easier in German.
huh?
It's a lot easier than German.
I don't know really, but well, because the structure really is different. But of course, German and English and French, they are in one language family.
French isn't. French is Latin.
Okay, if you just say so.
Romance.
Yeah, but anyway. Okay, so let's do that. I mean, like, if you really want to learn Tagalog, why? Why do you leave me alone here? That's the question. Okay, in today's language, this is what I like to say, the stanza. Ang wikang Tagalog ay tulad din sa Latin. Latin, this is how we say it in the Philippines, Latin. Here in English you say Latin. Like Latin. Latin. Sa Ingles, sa Kastila at salita ng anghel. Dahil ang Diyos na marunong tumingin ay siyang nagbigay niyon sa atin. Or people, if you would hear Filipinos speaking in Tagalog, they would say, nagbigay non sa atin. Nagbigay non sa atin. Of course, non is really just connected speech. So the real term is neon. Neon sa atin. It means that. That. Okay. Next, okay, so that we get to go. Let's proceed. Repeat after me. Ang salita natin tulad din sa iba na may alfabeto at sariling letra na kaya nawalay dinatnan ng sigwa ang lunday sa lawa noong dakong una. Again. Ang salita natin tulad din sa iba na may alfabeto at sariling letra na kaya nawalay dinatnan ng sigwa ang lunday sa lawa noong dakong una. Yes, Thomas, I wish you will be watching this video on replay because I know it's your nighttime in Europe. So when you
Probably asleep.
yes, he's sleeping. So because this is Thomas is going to deliver this tomorrow. So please watch us and wait for Thomas to render this poem. Okay. Bruce, it's your turn for the English translation.
Like the others, our language was equipped with its own alphabet, its own script, which were lost when a storm brought down in woe the bark on the lake long, long ago.
What kind of projection is that? Okay, but anyway, that was Bruce.
It's dramatic.
Thank you so
It's
much.
poetry.
Okay, yeah. What? Yeah? Oh, our focus is Tagalog. Anyway, I hope next year, Bruce, you're going to deliver this in Tagalog. Okay.
No.
You will.
One of the new students will.
Okay, next. Okay, so this is how I would like to say this in our natural language these days. Ang wika natin ay gaya rin ng wika ng iba na may alpabeto at sariling mga titik. Kung bakit nawala, ito ay gaya ng bangka sa lawa na dinaanan ng bagyo. Maraming taon na ang lumipas. Okay. So Bruce, a while ago I asked you what's the meaning of bark. Yes, bark. And then we consulted Google or some kind of dictionary.
Dictionary.com.
Yes, dictionary.com. Bark means bark of a tree. But there is really it was the guy who translated it in Tagalog. But of course it was, I don't know if he's still alive. Nick Joaquin, maybe he's dead already. And he used the English bark. Yes, he used, but
French.
in what French, right?
French,
He
yeah.
used it. But the original text in Tagalog, it was that term was referred to as lunday, and then I consulted UP dictionary for lunday. UP dictionary brought me to bangka, and then it means that bangka is boat or canoe.
Really?
So yeah, so that bark apparently is not the good choice to the term lunday. So, but you see,
Unless if he was making like using it as an analogy for like a canoe or boat or a ship, wooden ship
okay,
landing from the Spanish. I don't know.
yeah, for some reason,
It's
but
a stretch.
because I would because apparently the original text in Tagalog was used the term lunday, and then I consulted today's dictionary, which was to me is reliable, UP dictionary, University of the Philippines dictionary. Lunday means bangka, Bangka, which means a small boat, like the same as you saw the outrigger boat.
Yeah, like your cut, like Sherman's boat.
Yes, or canoe, when we were in the lake, so we call it bangka. But culturally, our bangka in the Philippines is made of wood.
Maybe he thought bangka was bark.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But
doesn't matter.
anyway, so that's why I use the term bangka here as lunday. And yes, and to me it's just like probably like because vessel. So if you're a vessel and just referring to the language, maybe poetically language is to the vessel. And then why is it lost? The vessel is lost because it was drawn or washed away by typhoon. This is what it means by that. So there was two terms, which is sigwa, which means typhoon. Today we use the word bagyo, typhoon. Okay.
Typhoon's Baguio?
Yes, typhoon, bagyo, bagyo. Like the city Baguio, that spelling is not the same. Baguio, spell it in Tagalog. Bagyo, we call it typhoon. Right? Yes, typhoon. Or, yeah. Good, very good. Yeah, I think this is the last slide. Yes, and no, there's a vocabulary list for you. And yes, but please, if you appreciate, if you are a repeat viewer of mine, please support this channel. Find the Buy Me a Coffee link, and if you learn Tagalog from me, please show me that I'm being helpful, and I give you value by getting to the link, Buy Me a Coffee link. Your help goes a long way. Okay, thank you so much. And yes, let's do vocabulary, and so we're done here, and let's do that. First word, pagsapit, is also the same as pagdating. Pagdating, it means the coming or the arrival. These two words can be it means verb, but if you want to use this in the sentence, this is a noun in a sentence. Pagsapit, pagdating. Kaloob, kaloob and bigay, it means given or give. Kaloob is also the same meaning as bigay. Okay. Okay, and then katutubo, katutubo means native, and then kalayaan means freedom. Malansa means smells fish or smelly fish, malansa. And then of course, maalam is synonymous to marunong. They have the same meaning. So it means learned or knowledgeable or skilled or educated. Okay. And another word we have, pinagpala. Pinagpala means blessed. And yes, here you go. We have lunday. Lunday means bangka or canoe.
How do you pronounce the skilled or educated?
I'm sorry?
How do you pronounce the skilled or educated?
Marunong, maalam, marunong. That one?
Yeah.
Yes, maalam, marunong. Good. Follow after me. Maalam.
Malalam.
Marunong.
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 Marunong, that's what I said.
Okay, go ahead. And yes, let's wrap up so we're out of here. We got some rest. I need to prepare for tomorrow's event. Okay, and some technicals for me here. Okay, and in Tagalog, because it's Buwán Ng Wika presentation, I'll just say it in Tagalog. Inaral natin ang tula na pinamagatang sa aking mga kababata. I would not translate it for you. It's your homework to understand what it means. Next, nakita ninyo ang ilang mga madalas sabihing salita o parirala. Okay, next. Nadagdagan ang inyong bokabularyo. Yay! And yes, this is where I would like to finish this presentation. This point, we are done. And yes, thank you so much. And yeah, please help us. I will have my speech about WIKÀ, about the language. Yes, and please help us. I mean, that's why I'm doing it. I feel like Tagalog is not anymore being given that much importance. And I'm worried about today's generation. Most people just but anyway, language is evolving anyway. But if there are few people like me, like you, who are really so concerned, what is this? There's a phone call.
What is that?
There's a phone call coming to my computer.
Answer it.
Baby, I drop it.
Drop it.
I'm sorry, but I'll drop it. Ignore it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
Probably
like,
about your car warranty.
no, so like, you are a member of Medicare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having my speech and then there's a phone call. It's Magic Jack. If you know Magic Jack, so it's connected to our computer. So kind of mess up my presentation. Anyway, so I like to start again, do my speech. Yes, it's Buwán Ng Wika. It's about the Philippine Language Month and what I stand and what I'm worried about Tagalog, especially Tagalog language. So I'm worried that Tagalog is being slowly being killed. Yes, just what I wrote down there in the description. And if you are one of us who wants to at least like slow down the decay of the language. And so let's get together. Yes, and we will be here tomorrow. Here on YouTube again, right? Live. We have our presentation, Tagalog. Non-Filipinos who wish to speak Tagalog will be there with me. But of course, there is also it's quite complicated matter or topic to be speaking, like what is Tagalog, what is Filipino. Please, as much as possible, I don't want, or there may be just one episode for that, but not today. Tagalog is Filipino is what they call as official language in the Philippines, but I one episode for that, but to me is Tagalog because I came from Tagalog region. I was born and raised in Marinduque, which is also part of Tagalog. So I care for the language. I want it be used and I want ingatan to take care of the language. So if you're with me, and I'm calling the attention of second generation immigrants who wish to learn the language, come together. Let's come together, join me. And also, what else? And if you would be like, you are like Bruce, who was having a family in the Philippines, it's important for you to speak and understand Tagalog, especially when especially like me, my personal experience when I was like fighting with Filipino and Bruce was with me. Bruce cannot do anything. What's going on? Why are you fighting with people? So Bruce cannot do his part. So yeah, please learn.
Oh, I did my part.
No, it's not enough. You better learn the language. Okay. Yeah,
They
and
were still
what?
scared of me.
Huh?
They were still scared of me.
Oh, no, we better learn the language, I'll tell you. So if you are like Bruce, yes, I encourage you to learn the language. If you don't want me as a teacher, there are other coaches. It's all right. No hurt feelings. But if you find value and if you like me as a teacher, our gates or doors are open for you. I have one-on-one premium classes. Contact me. Okay. So that's it. I think my message for today. And thank you, Bruce, for being here with me. Shall we end this? There are 3 people watching now. Okay.
Yes.
And yeah, if you just got in, thank you so much. You can just hit the replay button. And please don't forget to subscribe. And I'm sending love, healing, protection, joy, light your way. Maraming salamat po. Hanggang sa muli.